What if the F-35 program was permanently cancelled? After all, it happened to the F-22 when only 186 Stealth Raptors were delivered before the program stopped in 2011. The U.S. military has around 450 F-35s in service, and the Air Force, Navy, and Marine Corps want to order about 2,500 in total. The FY23 National Defense Authorization Act supports the purchase of 61 F-35s in the 3 different variants. This would only help U.S. adversaries. If the F-35 program were shut down today, those 61 would not be delivered. This would come at an inopportune time. Russia is always a threat, and so is China. The military would have to make do with its existing number of Lightning IIs, and that is not enough, as both U.S. adversaries would continue to make their own stealth fighters, such as the Russian Su-57 and Chinese J-20. Economic impact would be disastrous in Texas and beyond. The Lockheed Martin manufacturing facility is in Fort Worth, Texas, which is the main plant and the city's 3rd largest employer. It employs directly or indirectly around 55,500 Texans. The airplane's midsection is built in California and the tail is made in the United Kingdom. Hundreds of thousands of jobs. Lockheed Martin estimates that the yearly economic impact in the United States is $65 billion. There are 1,650 companies that supply parts and components of the airplane. Lockheed says that pays for 298,000 manufacturing jobs. Would Trump have cut or canceled the F-35? There was a scare about the F-35 program in 2016 after Donald Trump was elected president. He was apparently given a series of briefings that criticized the project for being delayed and with cost overruns. The president-elect tweeted in 2016 that the F-35 program and cost is out of control. Billions of dollars can and will be saved on military and other purchases after January 20th. Texas congressional delegation responds. People in Fort Worth and around the state were shocked. Did this mean that the Trump administration would cut or cancel the F-35? Texas congressional members such as Senators John Cornyn and Ted Cruz plus Representatives Mark Vesey and Kay Granger went to work lobbying the White House to leave the F-35 intact. They wrote letters and gave media interviews trying to protect the program. Could Congress stop a cancellation if the Biden White House was intent on cutting it into oblivion? A determined president could push for cuts or cancellation again. Cancellation would have repercussions. It is difficult to picture a scenario in which Lockheed Martin and many other companies would stop production. U.S. military readiness would take a hit. There would be negative economic development repercussions around the country, and international partners would be disappointed, to say the least. This would create chaos around the world. Spare parts would become scarce. Keeping the existing fighters in the air would increase in cost, while Russia and China would continue building their own stealth fighters that would erode American and allied national security strength. U.S. policymakers would have to think long and hard about the global implications before stopping the production lines of the F-35.